All right, today we're one of your assignments is going to be to do the comprehension packet or just the page for the Lost Kitten, and it'll look like this. This is the front page. It's a white packet. So your assignment is to read the Lost Kitten, and then we have our questions. You're going to do word work. You're going to color these words, and we'll go over those, and then vocabulary. So I'm going to start the first few options of these I'm going to read to you, but I do want you to follow along as I'm reading it in your packet. Of course, I want to answer any unknown words and give you those clues as well. You're going to be doing all the rest of the activities on your own, including the back page, which is that comprehension, thinking deeper about fiction. So, the Lost Kitten. Sarah loved kittens. She loved them almost as much as she loved her mom and dad. But there was a problem. Sarah could not have her own kitten. Her mom was allergic to kittens. Every time her mom was near a kitten, she started to sneeze. Her cheeks turned bright red and her eyes got puffy. Sarah was sad about not being able to have a kitten, but she understood. One day, Sarah and her mom went to the store. When they got out of the car, a kitten came darting up to Sarah. The kitten purred and purred at Sarah. Sarah looked at her mom, wanting to ask if they could keep the kitten. Sarah's mom told her to scoop up the kitten. They would make sure to find it a good home. The next day, Sarah's neighbors decided to keep the kitten. Now Sarah can see it anytime she wants. It's just like having her own kitten. Okay, so over here we have understand it, and you're going to select whichever answer makes the most sense. So the main idea was going to the store, sneezing, getting Sarah a kitten, or puffy eyes. Number 2, I predict Sarah's mom would be blank if the kitten lived with them. Allergic, happy, excited, or healthy. Number 3, why didn't Sarah ask to keep the kitten? She was scared of cats. She didn't like cats. She thinks cats are mean. She knew her mom was allergic. Number 4, which word below best describes Sarah's mom? Selfish, loving, mean, frustrated. So choose those answers that make the most sense. Feel free to go back and re-listen to the story or reread it by yourself if that helps you to answer those questions. Down here we have word work, and it's asking us to color the words in the passage that match each category below. So you're going to highlight or color with red for contractions. So if I were to do that, let me get my handy dandy pen up here. Red is the color. I'm going to look for some contractions. Let's see. Okay, oh, it turned green. What's up with that? Okay, here we go. In about 25 minutes, we are scheduled to meet in room 206. So I could square that off or underline it, or with your crayon, it might be easier to just color over the whole word. So see if there are any more contractions in here. I found it, which is it is. Plurals, remember that means more than one. Those are going to be blue. So, kittens, that is more than one kitten. Green, adjectives. Ooh, adjectives are those describing words. Let me see if I can find a good describing word. Puffy would be an adjective to describe the eyes. So that one would be green. And orange is a proper noun. So those would be the nouns that we capitalize because they're a name of something. So Sarah is a proper noun. See if you can find any more in there. Then for vocabulary, you're going to look for those bold words from the passage and use context clues and see if you can find a synonym for the next line over. Then you're going to move into comprehension or thinking deeper about fiction. And what is your opinion of this story and why? Who is telling the story and how do you know? How would you have acted in this story and why? How are you alike and different from the main character? That main character would be Sarah. What big ideas can you infer and use in your own life? How did the characters change over time? So for today, I want you doing the Lost Kitten and this comprehension, thinking deeper about fiction.